Yes, I record everything, so if I say anything and maybe it goes too fast or you don't remember, then you can listen back to it. It'll also be useful for you to be able to listen to yourself. No? Do you normally listen to yourself? Because you sing. No?
Yeah.
That's the main thing you do, no? Musical theatre.
Musical theatre, yeah.
Yeah, I saw you on the videos on the YouTube. And you do a lot of acting or not?
Yeah, quite.
Tell me about your acting.
Like, what do you want to know?
It's an open question. Just try me.
Like, what have I worked on, or?
Yeah. What have you trained as an actor rather than musical theatre or singing? Or what have you done? TV, film, advertising, voiceovers, corporate videos?
No, just musical theatre here in Spain. I've done shows like Les Miserables. I don't know if you know some musical shows, but right now I'm working in La Plaza Tirso de Molina. There's a theatre there, which is called The Nuevo Apolo, and I'm doing a show there. I'm doing El Medico, the physician. So I've been like something like 4 years working here in Spain, and a couple of months ago I found an agent there in the UK.
And who's your agent in the UK? Who's your agent in UK you want to speak to or you found? Who's that?
Andrew Harding Management, I think. The agency is you write AH, yeah, that is my agency.
And what do you do with these people?
So since he picked me up, he's no.
Okay. Do you realise that you say
Yeah.
What's How would you describe the word
Like, I'm thinking on what to say, maybe.
Thinking on, no. Thinking. What's the preposition with thinking?
Thinking in.
No.
Thinking on. Think.
That's Spanish.
Think on.
Pensar en. Is in or on is Spanish?
Think on? No, it's not think on.
No, that's Spanish.
Think about.
Yes, and less thinking would be thinking.
Thinking about.
Of. A little thinking.
Of.
Can you think of a number that's divisible by 4? 8. Can you think about what you would like to do in the interview? That's more thinking. That's thinking about. Okay.
Thinking about.
The other thing that you don't do is I've just made a note here. Because you say to me, I want to practice my interview, my casting, whatever. And I think, okay, we have to be holistic. We have to look at everything that you do and everything that you are. Your English is very good and your accent is very nice, but you make mistakes. I've identified 3 things, apart from the which is called a tic, same as in Spanish. You don't want to have tics if you're an actress. No, because you don't need that. If you have a character who has a tic, you do the tic. No, it's like you have a character with tattoos, you put the body painting and you have a tattoo. But you don't want tattoos, because that's no good for an actor. No, because then you can't play a lawyer in a nude scene or whatever. Or it gives them a lot of problems because they have to fucking paint over this shit every day. No, so the other thing you don't know is you don't know whether it's an S or a Z at the end of words, like plurals. You don't know that.
When what?
You don't know, when faced with a plural, whether it's pronounced S or Z at the end of the word. You've never thought about that, have you?
No.
So you do an S for everything. Whereas most in English are Z. Certain are an S, and certain are an extra syllable, as is. Like quiz, quizzes, 2 syllables.
Quiz.
Show, quiz, and the plural will be quizzes.
Quizzes.
And show, it's not shows, it's shows.
Oh.
With a Z.
Shows.
So you've worked a lot of shows. You haven't got a word of shows.
Shows.
Yes. There are rules. But the rules only apply to the recording it, so you don't have to remember. the rules only apply to certain consonants. And there are certain exceptions, but basically almost everything is a Z in the plural in English. And the rules, the exceptions, only...
Not in American.
American is a little different because it's a mixed accent where certain people come from South America, certain people come from different countries like China or Japan or Korea or whatever. So they may take their own things. So you see people like, Cesar Milan on the TV who does the show with the dogs, and he's Latino. So he doesn't do this either. Other people who speak more correct English will do it. But you need to be aware of what you're doing. So if you don't want to do it, you don't do it. If you do want to do it, you do it. But at the moment, you don't think about it. Because you're an actress, you have to be versatile. In general, the English people do it all right. In America, it's a little bit more complicated. Some people do it right, and some people, especially the Latinos, don't do it right, necessarily. But everything that ends in a vowel sound, like show, is an O. It's not an ending in a W. It's ending in a... It's basically ending like this. No, this is what more like phonetically. It's shows. That is a Z. Shows. Whereas fits is an S. Everything that fits or coax. Everything with T and K ends with an S. There are rules, and I can teach you those rules. And I have PDF courses, which are copyrighted by me, that I can give to you. You can do them at home, and we can have them in the class, and I can teach you this. Because your English accent is very good, but this, you don't know. No. I suspect the T and the D in the past tense, you don't know how to pronounce either. Because some are a T and some are a D. Like walked is a T.
Walked.
But moved is a D.
Moved.
Yes, this is a D.
Maybe no, I didn't know that.
Maybe you never thought about this. No. Maybe you get it right. I don't know yet. If we start talking about your past tense, then we'll find it. The other thing you don't do is you speak a bit too much word by word. Do you know this? Does anybody told you this before?
No.
Okay. So, you don't do what's called liaison. Do you speak French? Liaison, je me appelle. No, in French. How do you say I am called?
Je m'appelle.
Exactly, je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle.
Like one word. And we do the same thing in English, but you're not doing this enough. So you speak word by word, and it sounds like an English class. No, but we want you to sound like an actress. So you join the words together. Okay. Do you know when you join the words together? No. What did you just do? Okay. So
what do you do when you are thinking? You
tell me. So we've just had two ums. That's no good. You will hear people on the YouTube. When you hear the people on YouTube on the TV, I want you to listen to see if they do the Because some famous TV presenters do all the time, and it's not good.
It's not good.
No, it's not good. It's not necessary. What does it add? If you have a character like Woody Allen, okay, that's good, no?
Yeah.
But you want to be able to choose. It's good because that's it. That's it. Like, yes, I agree.
It means something.
It means something.
Okay.
But you need to know what you're doing and then choose to do it or not. Okay. No? For your different roles. No? When you have a role, even if you're singing, you will have roles where they sing different ways, or maybe they speak a grammar in English which is not correct because the character is working class or something. No?
Yeah.
Chunking is another thing. Do you know what chunking is? Do you know what a chunk is? Un trozo, no? A bit of something. In English we don't speak in word by word, we speak in chunks. We don't speak word by word. Pause. We speak in chunks.
Okay.
You hear this, yeah? I can teach you this as well. No, that's 3 chunks. I can teach you this as well.
I can teach you this as well.
Yeah. Pause, and then the next chunk.
And
you're just going word by word.
Yeah. And there's some musicality on when you speak, or not.
What do you think the musicality is? What did you just do? That's your third one. So, when you think, what are you supposed to do if you don't say What do you think is another option?
saying nothing.
Exactly. So you pause, you breathe, you're a singer, you know how to breathe. No, you do yoga, you do Pilates, all this shit, you do dancing. You know how to breathe, you know how to control your diaphragm. Okay. Then you say something. No? It's the same when you're singing. No? You have pauses in the phrases. No? When you're singing. You decide where your pauses are. Yes. Well, it's the same when you speak.
Yeah. Okay.
No? You decide where your pauses are, how long you can go between each one, where the commas are, the full stops, the sense. No? You decide this.
Mm-hmm.
No? The director doesn't tell you.
Sometimes.
Yes. Okay. So we do the same in speaking. What were you going to say? I'm lost. That's 4. Look. If the only thing that I do today is I make you aware that you start everything with because if you speak to a normal person who's not a professional of this, they will just think you sound better or worse. They won't know why. But my job is to do this myself and to help other people do it. Normally I don't teach actresses, but sometimes I have TV presenters, business people, all sorts of people, ambassadors, all sorts of people. They don't understand this shit, but you understand because you're a singer. I do acting, but recently I haven't done that much, but what I do a lot of is voiceover.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do voiceover?
I've done some little jobs for cartoons.
Cartoons, cool,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Yeah, so I do a lot of voiceover. So I have to be very aware. And when you do voiceover, you have the headphones on, so you can listen back, and you have to listen to yourself.
Yeah.
So I constantly have to be checking myself. And I used to think, but I waste all this time teaching these people, and this is stupid. I should be famous actor, photographer, whatever. But I always say it helps me more to teach you than you get from it, because all these things I have to say to you. Do you want some water? All of these things I have to teach you. I have to make sure that I'm not making the same mistake. Otherwise, I look really stupid. No. Do you want some honey?
No, I got this.
You got your drugs.
Yeah, it's my drugs. Okay. Thank you.
Your drugs. Have you seen that French film with Gérard Depardieu where he's playing a cop? It's a police film from the 1970s, and he has the police chief.
What's it called?
I can't remember the name of the film. He has the police chief boss, and he's always got a cough and bad cold, and he has these inhalers like you have for his nose, and Gérard Depardieu looks at it, but his boss is always ill with these things, and he looks at it and he says to his boss, "Listen, you give me one of those, and I'll get you a special one that works much better." So what he does, he opens it up. He fills half of the fucking bottle with some cocaine that he's stolen from one of the people he's supposed to be arresting, and he gives it back to the boss. And the next day the boss comes to the work and he says, how was your new spray that I gave you? And the boss says, "Oh, it's wonderful, I feel wonderful. And then when it finished, he comes in, he's got a bad cold again. He says, "Listen, you have to get me more of this nasal spray. It was really good. I want one of those again." Yeah, so, right.